This is all Azma Shireen can offer her children when they ask for their father Mohammed. He travelled to Russia last November for what he thought was a job described as a helper with the Russian army.
They told him just sign and it's a helper's job. They trusted the agents and signed it. After that, they were sent to the front line. These people are completely untrained, but they were still taken to the Ukraine border in the middle of a war zone.
A fellow Indian who escaped the front lines called the family to say Mohammed had been shot and in bad condition. Responding to reports of Indians seeking discharge from the Russian army, India's Ministry of External Affairs says every case brought to its attention has been taken up with the Russian authorities, saying several Indians have already been discharged as a result. High unemployment is one reason for taking such risks.
The second is underemployment. So those who are employed, they are also either very poorly paid or are working much below their capacity and their education. These are the two major reasons that are driving people.
Ranish Hevage was among former Sri Lankan soldiers who signed up with the International Legion of Ukraine military unit 2 years ago. Seen here addressing fellow Sri Lankan fighters, he was killed last December.
From day one, I was trying to build up a small team which can do deep penetration and destroy the targets and return.
Defense analysts say it's unlikely large numbers of Sri Lankans are fighting in Russia and Ukraine, although there are many skilled and battle-hardened soldiers here. It's a different story in Nepal, where hundreds are drawn to the front line by financial incentives, prompting a government clampdown.
Meeting the families of men fighting on both sides of the conflict, Nepal's foreign minister is appealing to all citizens not to send relatives to war zones where the government has not granted permission to travel.
We are in discussion and dialogue with the Russian government, especially to stop the recruitment of Nepalese into the Russian army, and we are working towards the immediate release and return of those Nepalese who have already been recruited.
While economic survival has pushed many across South Asia to risk their lives in someone else's war, their families are desperate for their safe return home. Mina Fernandez, Al Jazeera, Colombo.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.